So, hi everyone. So, in our first two presentation session, we started with the introduction of Android. What actually do you mean by Android? How you can develop applications using a software called as Android Studio. Then I explained what are all the different API levels of Android. Then I also explained the project structure whenever you're creating an Android project. So just go through the first two presentation session if you want to get clear picture with respect to the introduction part. Then in the third presentation session, I gave some simple example. The one simple example was there was a button. We created one simple Android app. There was a button. So when you click on that particular button, it was giving a toast message. So toast message will appear for brief duration of time. Once the duration gets completed, it will not be shown. So this was the first app, Android app we created using Android Studio. So as I had already explained, there will be the design part as well as the coding part. So you need to do the design part in XML. So that you can do through coding as well as through drag and drop. So mostly we'll be using the drag and drop approach, but sometimes there will be some part to be coded that we are going to see in the further coming applications. Then later on, we created one calculator application. So we created four operation: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Also, we made sure that whenever a number is getting divided by zero, it should throw a toast message saying that divide by zero error. So this was the application we developed in our previous presentation. So just go through that particular presentation session. So now in this particular presentation, we are going to develop one more lab set application. So the application is to design a visiting card. The application is to design a visiting card. We are going to design a visiting card. You might have seen physical visiting card. So in order to get the physical visiting card, first it needs to be designed, then you will get the printout of that. So similar manner, we are going to design that particular visiting card with the help of Android Studio. So we will develop an app to create that visiting card. The visiting card, so there are some requirements that needs to be fulfilled to develop this particular visiting card. The requirements are, the requirement should have a company logo. The requirements are, the first requirement is it should have a company logo. So next, the company logo should come at the top right corner. So the company logo should come at the top right corner. You're going to have the company logo at the top right corner. This is my first requirement. So the second requirement is that the company name should be displayed in capital letters. The company name should be displayed in capital letters, and also it should be center aligned. It should be in capital as well as it should be center aligned. So these are the requirements when it comes to company name. You should have a company logo at the top right corner of the visiting card, a company name which is center aligned, and also it should be in capital letter. So then you should have information like name of the employee. In a company, there will be many number of employees. So whenever you're creating a visiting card, it will be for a particular individual or for a particular company. Here we are designing the visiting card for a particular employee. So it should contain information like name of the employee, job title. What is the job title? Software engineer, senior software engineer, team lead, project manager. This can be the project job title. The phone number of that employee, which should contain the phone number of that employee, the address of that particular employee. So lastly, it should contain a website address of the company, or if the employee has some website, he can use that particular address also. Website address. Insert a horizontal line between the job title and phone number. So between the job title and the phone number, there needs to be an horizontal line. So let's try to create this particular application through Android Studio. So we are trying to design an visiting card. So that visiting card should contain all the below mentioned information. It should contain all the below mentioned information. So firstly, we need to open Android Studio. So let's open Android Studio first. I'll be opening Android Studio. Just go to the search bar, then type Android Studio, click on open. So it has opened Android Studio. So this is the previous application we developed, that is calculator application. So now we are going to create the visiting card. And also for this visiting card application, there is no need for any coding because we are simply doing the design part. So it's enough if you edit the XML file. XML file should be edited and the Java source file can be left as it is. No changes to be done for the Java source file. So let's go back to our Android Studio project, go to file, then new project, file, new project. We should give a name for our project. Let's select empty activity. All the Android application you are going to develop in your lab set will start with an empty activity. You will be starting from scratch. You won't be using the pre-existing applications. There are some pre-existing formats. Those formats you are not going to use. You'll be starting everything from the scratch, that is empty. So then click on next and give the application name. Since we are designing visiting card, let's name as visiting card application, visiting card application. This is my application name, visiting card application. Let's click on finish. So once I click on finish, it will open a new window. For this new window, it will give all the resources and the dependencies that needs to be configured. So it will take some amount of time for all those configuration to happen. So as you can see, Gradle sync started. So Gradle sync started in the sense, so that depend for this particular project, what are all the dependencies it needs. Already there is some pre-existing code. So for this pre-existing code, it needs some dependencies. That dependencies needs to be resolved. So once Gradle sync started means it indicates the dependencies are getting resolved. So once it becomes Gradle sync successful, then you can start developing the project. So as you can see now, Gradle sync finished in 45 seconds, 825 milliseconds. So it will take more amount of time if you are having RAM of lesser than 8 GB and the processor is lesser than i5. So now everything has been initialized. Now you can start developing your visiting card. So there won't be any changes in your Java source file. It will be left as it is. Just go to the XML file where you will be doing all the design. So inside your XML file, there will be a pre-existing text view. Delete that text view component. I'm deleting that text view component. Now, first of all, I need to change my layout. By default, it will be in constraint layout. But as I had already explained in my previous presentation, we are going to design everything in relative layout. So I need to change the layout. I will go to the code part. So this is my code part. So I will select till constraint layout. So this much you need to select. Then click on capital R. So it will show me the option. Just click press on relative layout. So now your layout has been converted from constraint to relative layout. Now again go back to the design. So this is the only change you need to do in the code part. Now go to design. So inside design, first of all I need to give the name of the company. So for that I'm adding a text view component. So I will add a text view component. The text view component has been added. Once text view component has been added, it's relative position, the component relative position to the layout. So this is the entire layout. The component relative position to the layout has to be defined. So I'm defining the relative position of the component with respect to the layout like this. Then you can drag and drop to wherever you want your component to be. So this is my text view. I'm dragging and dropping wherever I want my component to be. So let me place my component in this particular place. So let it be here. So here the company name will appear here. So I need to make sure that it appears in larger text. So I will change the size. So when I click on the component, I will go to the size attribute. This is my size attribute. So I will change the size to the maximum extent possible. Let me change it to 36. So, or let me make it 24. So now I'll go to text. Let me go to text. I need to rename the text. So here it is text view. I will rename it as CIT Mandya. This is the company name, CIT Mandya. So once it is done, it has to be left aligned. So align left to top. We need to left align it. So let's go to alignment. alignment, align left. So make align left to become true. So just enter true here. So align, or what you can do, you can simply place it to a position where you feel it is better. So since it is getting aligned to left position, you can place it here. And also I feel that you can increase the size to somewhat larger extent. So let's go to size again. Let's go to size and let's increase the size to 30 sp. Is it okay? Let's make it 36. So we have created our company name. Now I need to add the logo. Let's add the logo here. So the logo needs to be added. So we can make it center aligned if we want inside this particular bug. If we want, we can make it center aligned by going through gravity. That we saw in our previous presentation session. We can do that by going to gravity part. Okay. Now, to the adjacent of your company name, you need to have the logo of the company. So that logo first needs to be imported into your project. So only then you can use that particular logo into your code. So for that to happen, whatever the resources you are going to use, that needs to be copied into the resource folder. Inside resource, there are different options. So layout is the place where we are doing the design. As you can see, this is the place where we are doing the design. Drawable is the place where you are going to copy your logo. So from here, we are going to import that particular logo into this project, into this thing. So let's see how we can do that. So first of all, let's go to my desktop because I'm having the logo in my desktop. Let's go to desktop. So here is the logo, CIT logo. Just copy this particular logo, then come back to your project, Android Studio or Android Studio project. Go to the drawable folder, right click on it, then click on paste. So once you click on paste, so it will ask whether this is the destination where you want to paste your file, image file. Just click on OK. So it will refactor in the sense whenever you're making some changes, it will check whether it will cause any error. So that is called as refactoring. So as you can see, your logo has been copied into this particular drawable photo. Now our intention is to import this particular logo and place it here. Let us see how we are going to do that import. So in order to add this particular image that we just copied into a drawable folder, it needs a placeholder. So this is an image file. So we need a component which can hold images. So this is a component which can hold textual content. Similarly, there is a component called as image view which can hold images. Just drag and drop it this particular image view here. As you can see, once you do that, it will ask there are three options. You can directly use the logo, whether you want to use the image as background or you can use the image as foreground. Now we are going to use the image as foreground option. Let's click on IC Launcher foreground, then click on OK. Once you do that, you need to do the relative positioning. As you can see, for every component you are going to add to this particular layout, you need to do the relative positioning. Why? Because we are using relative layout. Once this has been done, you need to go to the code part. Now let's go to the code part. So this is my code part. So inside this code part, this is the image view we just added. So in this image view, you are going to change your name because at drawable it is accessing IS launcher foreground. Now we are going to change that to logo. Let us see how we are going to do that. So at drawable folder, we need to access the image file called as logo. So just give backspace up to this point and click on logo. So now from the drawable folder, it is taking the logo. Now let's go to the design part and see, as you can see, this has been assigned, but you need to properly align it to this particular position. So as you can see, this is how. Let's make this one to be somewhat bigger. So we can still increase the size of CIT Mandia. We can center align CIT Mandia. So let's click on CIT Mandia and go to gravity. Here it is gravity center. Click on this. So it has been center aligned. CIT Mandia. This is the logo. So this is the company name and this is the logo. So now what we are going to do is that now we are going to have a line here. So this line will separate the company details from the employee details. So I should draw a line, but there is no such option in Android Studio to directly drag and drop a line from this particular component. For that, what we are going to do is that we are going to add a view component. So let me add a text view component. So once I add this particular text view component, I will align the position of this text view component. Then I need to place the line here. So let me add the line here. So then there is no need to have text inside this particular text view because we are just drawing a line. Why we are drawing the line? To segregate our company details from the employee details. So now I will go to the text content of this particular text view. I will make the text to become empty. So once I make the text to become empty, I will decrease the size. So this is still, as you can see, this is still showing some size. I need to decrease the size, so I will decrease the height. So let me go to height. You need to select this particular component whenever you want to change any of the properties. So you should go to height here, then change your height to 4 dp. So once the height has been changed, then you can realign it. So you can realign it wherever you want, as you can see. Yeah. This is how I'm doing the realignment. As you can see, I'm extending, just I'm creating a line here. So why we are creating this particular line? To segregate our company details with the employee details. So this looks better here, but let me change the color of this particular line. In order to change the color, you should click on the particular component. Again, here you should go to background. Here you should mention the color. You can directly mention the color, or you can give a number. Every RGB color is having a number. For in order to give gray color or slightish gray, dark gray, you can use ash 444. So once you give ash 444, it will give this particular line. So this line clearly separates your employee details from the company details. What we just did, we added a text component, then we deleted the text present inside this particular text component, then we decrease the size of that particular text view to 4 dp, then we change the color to dark gray. So now we are done with the company design. Now we need to do design of the employee details. For that, first we need to add a text view component. So let me add a text view component. So as soon as you add a text view component, you need to do the relative positioning of the component with respect to the layout. So with respect to the layout, I'm assigning the relative position. Then you can drag and drop to whichever place you want. So once you drag and drop to whichever place you want, then you need to give the employee details. So as the requirement was given, this employee details, it needs to be the name of the employee. It should be center aligned and also it should be bold. So let's select this particular component, then go to search bar, then go for size. Let me increase the size. So text size, let's make it 36 sp. So once the text size has been increased, you need to change the text. So go to text. So let me name the employee name as Sachit BK. So employee name has been changed. Then you need to make it bold. So for the property that has to be used to make it bold is style. So go to style, text style. Here for bold, highlight this particular option. As you can see, now it has become bold. And also you need to center align it. For that you need to go to gravity. Inside gravity, you need to center align. As you can see, center align. So in a similar manner, you can do left alignment for the CIT Mandi. As you can see, gravity, here you go for left alignment. So when you click on left, it gets left aligned. Then you can drag and drop to whichever position you want. This has become center line. Let me place it here. This is the employee name. So this is how you can create a visiting card. So we are just progressing one by one at a time. So now the employee name has been added. Once employee name has been added, it has been center aligned and also it has been made to be bold. Now what we need to do, we need to add the designation of the employee. For that, we are going to add one more text view. But the only difference is we are not going to make it bold. So we are adding one more text view. So just align the relative position of this particular text view component. The relative position has been aligned. Drag and drop here. Click on this. Go to size. You should increase the size. So let me make it somewhat lesser. Let me make it 30 sp. Then go to text. Let's name it as assistant professor CSE assistant professor department of CSE. Okay, then next we need to center align it. Let's go to gravity, then we can do the center alignment. So once that has been done, you can drag and drop just below and you can extend it so that it gets aligned in a single line. As you can see, this is how it will look. CPK Assistant Professor Department of CSE. So this is the second requirement they have asked, that is to give the designation of the employee. So once the designation has been given, so the next thing is you need to add one more text view component by giving the address of the employee. So it should give the address of the employee. So let me add one more text view component which gives the address of the employee. Can add one more text view component. Just align the position. Then go to text size. So let me make it to be same size as that of the previous text view. It should be 30 sp. Then go to text. Let's give the address. Let's make it Mandya. Okay. So here text has been mentioned. So we can align it. So we need to make it center line. So click on that particular component. Then go to gravity. So inside gravity, make it center line. Center line. So there is some spelling mistake. So let me change the spelling. Go to text. Gandhinagar Mandya. Okay, so the content has been changed. Now we need to add some more requirements that has been asked in your question. Those requirements are, so the next requirement will be to add our email address and phone number. So just select this. You can drag and drop to the place wherever you want. Let me place it here. So now you need to go to size. Let me increase the size to the corresponding position. Then you need to select text. You need to change the text. So we are giving the email address. Let me name it as abc@gmail.com. This is the email address. So we can center align it. So in order to center align it, you need to select gravity. Here gravity, you need to enable center aligned. So now it has been center aligned. So you can place it here. As you can see, it has been center aligned. So lastly, you can add phone number. So that will complete our design. So of the employee. So you can add the phone number at the last part. You can move this little bit to the down so that it looks good. Let's have it here. So I have the address here. This is the designation and this is the name. So in the requirement, they have clearly mentioned that only the name of the employee should be in bold. This is a company name and these are the employee details. So last text view component we are going to add is text view. Text view. Then align the position of the component. Then you can place it to the corresponding position. Then go to text. Sorry, first go to size, increase the size. Make it 30 sp. Then go to text. So let me add a phone number. So you can say it as mobile number, then you can add your phone number. Here also you can mention it as email, then you can add the email details. So here you can mention it as email, then the email can be added. So here also we can, so we need to do some alignment here. So let me align it properly. Yeah, this done. Now here we can add the phone number. So let me type it as phone number. You can give a dummy number 12345. This is the phone number of the employee. So it should be central line. Select this particular text view component, go to gravity and center align. This is your, where is the center? This is your center alignment. So you can drag and drop to the corresponding place. So this is how your design looks like. So these are the requirements which has been asked in your LabSite application. So this is how you can design a visiting card. So let me refresh what all the things we covered. So first of all, I explained the requirements that has been asked in your LabSite question. So the thing here is that there is no need to do any coding in your Java part. The only changes you are going to do is in the design part, that is in the XML file. So here, first we added text view component. This is the company name. Then you need to left align this. In order to left align this particular text view component, click on the component, go to gravity. Inside gravity, for the left alignment, you need to make it as true. Then it will become left align. So if you cancel this one, then it will become center aligned. As you can see, this moved to central alignment. So let us keep this one as central line because it looks good, center line. So once this has been done, you need to add the logo. So this logo first needs to be kept in your drawable folder. So this is the folder where you want to keep all your resources. So once this particular file logo, this image file has been kept in the drawable folder, you need to have a placeholder. That placeholder should import this particular image file. The placeholder to import the image file is this particular image view. So you should use image view to import that particular image file. As you can see, you need to use the image view. So once you click give image view, but before that, before going into all these details, first you need to change the real layout. The layout should be changed from constant layout to relative layout. I showed how you can change the layout from constant to relative layout. So then what we did, now once you added a launcher, then you need to go to the code part. Inside image view at drawable, there will be some another launcher foreground. That will be the default option available from the Android Studio. You need to rename it to logo. So once logo, you rename it to logo, then you will get that particular image being imported into your design. So this is the company details design. Then you need to draw a line, clear line, which distinguishes between the company details and the employee details. For this line to be drawn, we are adding a text view because there is no special option in Android Studio to draw a line as it is. So for that, we are drawing a text view. Then we are reducing the size of the, you need to delete the text inside that text view. You are reducing the height of that particular text view to 4 dp. Then you are changing the color of the particular text view. This will draw a dark color gray line which separates your employee details from the company details. Then we added one text view component. We made the employee name to be bold and center aligned. Then we added many more text view components which are all center aligned, but they are not bold. And also we made sure that all these details text size is somewhat smaller than compared to the employee name. So this is having same text size as that of the employee name. Company name is having same text. These all other text fields are having somewhat lesser size than compared to the employee name and the company name. So this is how you can design a visiting card in your Android application. You can still do some customization. You can still do some design if you want, but a basic low level design or a basic design, visiting card design can be done like this. So let us run this particular application and see how it will appear on our emulator. Already explained in our in the previous and many before presentation session. You can run your Android application in both ways. That is with the help of emulator. There will be an Android emulator which simulates your Android phone, or you can directly connect your Android phone through an USB cable. Just make sure that developer option has been enabled, USB debugging and developer has been enabled. Then your application, this application will get installed into your phone. Then it will be opened. Then it can be opened from your phone, or you can directly run the application through the emulator. This is the emulator we are using here, Pixel 4 API level 28. So let us try to run the application on this particular emulator. Now you need to click on the run button. So once you click on run, it will take some amount of time, some gradual building has to happen. Then your application has to get installed on the emulator. Your emulator is similar to your Android phone. It just simulates your Android phone. So as you can see, now it is installing the application on the simulator. So operation succeeded. It indicates that your application has been successfully installed. So this is your emulator. As you can see, this is how the visiting card looks like. So this is the company name. This is the line which separates our employee details from the company name. This is the employee details. Based on the appearance, how it will look in your mobile phone, you can make some changes if it is needed in the design. So just go through the entire presentation session. So far we covered two lab set programs. So firstly, we started with a sample application on how to create a toast. So on clicking on a button, it will create a toast message. Toast is something which will appear for a brief amount of time. So once that brief amount of time is expired, your toast will disappear. Then nextly, we developed one calculator application. We also made sure that divide by zero error has been solved. So if it is divided by zero, then it makes sure that it informs the user you are trying to divide a number by zero. It gives a toast message. So in this presentation, we covered how we can develop an application to design a simple visiting card. You can still customize this particular design and make it still more in appearance sense. You can make it still more beautiful or somewhat like that. You can add some extra components if you need, but it is enough if you make this design in your exam. So in our next presentation, we can continue with the next lab set program. Just make sure that if you're having the necessary requirement, you can start developing all these applications. And also if you find any doubts or any trouble when you are developing this application, you can ping me the doubts. So I'll be able to resolve the doubts. So just go through the presentation with complete concentration. Thank you.